Interesting questions and important answers and opportunity. This is Thoughtful Beliefs. The Thoughtful Beliefs website is going to mess with your mind. And I don't mean figuratively. I mean literally cause changes in your brain. Because every time you learn something new, your brain to take in the new information has to make new neural pathways and connections. And unfortunately, there's so much excellent information on the website that will be new to you. So your brain will literally grow. And there's two main areas that the website was set up to provide. One of them is the frequently asked questions, providing answers for these. I've been at numerous churches, universities, I've done debates and endless discussions. And there's so many really good questions on the deep questions in life that people bring up and really want answers to because they weren't getting them. And so on this site, there's a section called Frequently Asked Questions where we provide a really brief, quick answer and then more detailed answers. And later on, we'll fill in with videos and MP3s and other things that can add to it. Here's some examples of either questions or challenges. You can't know what's true. There's so many different belief systems, no one can know what's true. It's a good question. Lex Luthor gave this one in the Batman vs. Superman movie. He had asked, if God's all-powerful and all-loving, why allow pain and evil? Some people bring up, this is the 21st century. Do you actually believe in miraculous accounts in an ancient book? And this book has surely changed over time. Can you really trust it? Another one, Stephen Hawking claims he knows a natural cause to the universe. So why would you believe in a God instead of the most famous scientist of our lifetime? And this section will provide a brief answer and then more detailed answer, and we'll later add in videos and other things that kind of help give answers to this question. This website will provide a user-friendly way to make you a standout swimmer in the deep waters of life. The deep waters are where you discover the big questions in life. For example, where did we come from? Does God exist? What's the meaning to my life? And is there anything after this life? Now, unfortunately, many people in our culture don't like going into those deep waters. When the water starts rising up to where into those sensitive areas, that's where people just stop. But in life, the shallow areas are where the danger lies. Because if your beliefs aren't founded on reality, on truth, then there's an inevitable undercurrent that's going to pull you into consequences that you did not expect. What are 5 solid reasons that you have for standing on the worldview beliefs that you do? Now, I'm in a unique position. I have an advanced degree in teaching. I taught middle school, high school. I'm even an adjunct professor now for physics at Penn State campus. So I have over a decade of experience teaching. I also have an advanced degree and passed my board exams and have been a practicing medical physicist for a decade. So I'm in a unique position to take the difficult topics and make them easier for you to grasp, and interesting topics. Now, a lot of people think, well, this is such a complicated issue. I don't even know where to start. Well, there's a simple approach. We'll provide one. You can come up with your own. But here's a simple one to start with. Now, we can start with something. Well, the very first thing is you got to show that this is even important. So the very first thing we do is show, why should you even care about this? Why should you spend your time with this? Once you realize this is serious to know what you believe, then you got to ask, well, can we really know? Is there truth? That's the second section of the website. Once that's covered, then you move into the really good stuff. This is where the evidence is. And we can just start on something we all agree on. We exist. Now, some people are going to argue, we'll even argue that whether we exist or not. Those people have more problems than I can get into here. Actually, it's a pretty decent question. We cover that too. But let's just start with something that's just properly basic belief. We exist. Now, if we, the universe, nature exists, there's only 2 options. Either there was a beginning, or there was no beginning and the universe just always existed. It's eternal. There's only 2 options. Simple. After that, so let's say we find that there is a beginning. If there is a beginning, well, that beginning, again, only has 2 options. Either a purposeful, intelligent cause is involved or not. And it was just pure nature and chance. Again, only 2 options. And this is where a lot of science evidence comes in. There's a section of the website called Show Me the Evidence. That's where all of this comes in. Now, let's say we determine there is an intelligent, purposeful cause. Well, then you got to figure, well, what cause is this? Like I said before, there's as many different belief systems as there are people's wants. Reality will only support one, because when law of contradiction, when they contradict each other, only one at most is going to be accurate. So then we look into that evidence, and then finally we just check, well, what does this mean for you? You can make your choice, whether you believe in God or don't, or what God. Let's look and compare the different belief systems, see what positive and negative evidence exists, and what this means for you. We encourage everyone not to just simply accept what a teacher or a preacher or an expert or culture or your own personal wants or what we tell you. Just take in all the information and think. Find the reasons that are beyond all others that'll give you a reasonable belief in whatever belief system that you stand on. And swimming in these deep waters will not only make your brain literally grow, but it'll also make for some great conversation. I recommend you check out the next video on my channel called Why Should I Care? And learn some new things along with this guy.